And now to the war in Ukraine. Russia has reportedly deployed powerful aerial bombs that are decimating Ukrainian defenses. Putin's military has converted a basic Soviet-era weapon into a gliding bomb. These bombs can cause a crater up to 15 meters wide. The bombs, known as the Fab 1500, are the most powerful in a family of Soviet-era dumb bombs that are now being converted into potent missiles. It's essentially a 1.5-ton weapon, of which nearly half comprises high explosives. These bombs are delivered by fighter jets from a distance of some 60 to 70 kilometers, which is out of range of many Ukrainian air defenses. They're directed towards the target by a guidance system and pop-out wings. Now, experts say they offer a far more destructive strike option for many of Russia's jets. It also helps the pilots stay further away from enemy defenses. The Russian military is using these bombs to cause massive destruction before sending its troops to the territory for a ground operation. Recent videos from the front lines in the Donetsk region show the immense power of these bombs. The Fab 1500 hit thermal power plants, factories, and tower blocks from where Ukrainians coordinate their defenses. And around 250 of them were used around Avdiivka, which fell to Russian troops in February. In January, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu was also seen touring a defense manufacturing plant. Now, during his visit, he was shown the wraparound wings developed for the bomb. Ukrainian forces on the front lines, especially in Donetsk, are exposed to a daily blitz of Russian airstrikes, sometimes over 100 each day. Meanwhile, Ukrainians rejected and expressed outrage over Pope Francis' remarks. The pontiff has called on Ukraine to negotiate with Russia and have the courage to raise the white flag to end the war.
It is one interpretation. It's true. But I think that the strongest one is the one who looks at the situation, thinks about the people, and has the courage of the white flag, of negotiating. And today, you can negotiate with the help of some international powers. The word negotiate is a courageous word. When you see that you are defeated, when things are not going well, you have to have the courage to negotiate. One may feel shame, but how many dead will it end up with? And it will end even worse. Negotiate in time. Find a country that can be a mediator.
Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky dismissed the Pope's call for talks with Russia as virtual mediation from a distance. Now, Zelensky did not directly refer to Pope Francis, but said that the Pope's ideas had nothing to do with efforts by religious figures in Ukraine to help the country.
When the Russian evil started this war on February 24, all Ukrainians stood up to defense. All Christians, Muslims, Jews, everyone. I thank every Ukrainian chaplain who is with the army, in the defense forces, on the front line, defending life and humanity. They support us with prayer, with talk, and with deeds. This is what the church with the people is, not the 2,500 kilometers away, somewhere to mediate virtually between someone who wants to live and someone who wants to destroy you.
Ukraine's foreign minister also responded to the Pope's comments and said Kyiv will never surrender. He also asked the Pope to stand on the side of good and not put the opposing sides on the same footing. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.